Well, thank you for that. According to our traditions, our land has always been protected by Bunjil. Bunjil, who travels as the eagle, and is the Māori of the Bunurong people, created the land. But he always taught the Bunurong people to welcome guests, so it's not only a privilege of mine to be able to welcome you here today, it's also a responsibility. What is a welcome? Some of you might think. A welcome to country is a traditional practice that's been practiced by Aboriginal people across Australia for many, many thousands of years. And it's something that's starting to be embraced by the wider Australian community. As for the meaning of welcome, because this is where we get a little bit confused sometimes, what is a welcome? Well, a welcome is, from our perspective, it comes from this word womanjeka. So you might be familiar now, being in Melbourne, you see this word womanjeka here and there. Womanjeka is our closest translation to welcome. And what it essentially means is come with purpose. So a very important part of a welcome to country is not only what I'm delivering to you, but also how you're receiving it. And you're receiving it with a specific purpose in mind. We're all here today for different reasons. But I would suggest that maybe we're here for a particular shared purpose. And I'll give you an idea of what purpose is. I heard this really interesting story and it really made a lot of sense to me. So I was walking through a quarry. I wasn't actually, someone else was walking through a quarry. This man was walking through a quarry and he sees three men and they're all cutting stone. So he asks them, "What are you guys doing here?" The first man says, "Well, obviously I'm cutting stone, right? Can't you see?" But then the second man says, "Well, no, I'm actually here to earn a wage. I'm here to earn some money for my family." And the third man smiles and says, "I'm here to help build a cathedral for my community." And that's what purpose is. Purpose is, you have to ask why a few times. Why are you actually doing something? So what are you here today? So what I'm going to get everyone to do is just close your eyes for a moment. And I want you to think about what that purpose is. I want you to think about what you're here for, who brought you here, and why is it really important for you to be here today? Now, the second thing I want you to think about while you've still got your eyes closed, so I want you to think about anything that might be hindering that purpose. So it could be that little annoying voice in the back of your head that's telling you about the argument that you had with the cab driver in the morning, and it just won't leave you alone. These things can shift our focus from our purpose. It's very important that we recognise what they are and we push them from our mind. So womanjeka, Mirambik, Bunurong Namder, Barabdan, Atawillam. That means, welcome to my beautiful home, land of the two bays. Now once again, our land was protected by Bunjil. Bunjil taught the Bunurong to always welcome guests. But he also required the Bunurong people to ask all guests to make two promises. So the first promise was to obey and respect the laws of Bunjil. Now, how do we do that? You're doing it right now. You're focusing on your purpose. Coming here with purpose is obeying the laws and the traditional ways of Bunjil, is to always go with purpose. And the second promise was not to harm the land or the children of Bunjil. And this just means respecting the land, paying acknowledgement to the land, respecting each other while we're on the land, learning from each other, and also acknowledging the first peoples of this land, the Bunurong people. So it's a very important thing about protecting the land, is acknowledging it and caring for the land. So once again, womanjeka, Mirambik, Bunurong Namder, Barabdan, Atawillam. I'd like to thank you for your time, and I wish you all the best today in achieving what your purpose is. Thank you.